Today we're going to research and have a conversation about topics surrounding women's issues in today's society, from monthly cycles to fashion, makeup and peer pressure, all the way to financial responsibilities and finishing on empowerment. So if we want to start and introduce ourselves and just tell us a little bit about who you are.
I'm Scarlett and I like to draw.
Brilliant.
I'm Starla, I'm just big on your music.
Nice.
I'm Sarah and I'm a theatre addict.
Brilliant. Love that. So should we start with monthly cycles and like talk about like how they make us feel and like what our opinions are on that and some of the issues that like we feel women face today surrounding our monthly cycles. Obviously it's something that we do all experience.
Yeah.
So I'll let you take the lead on that.
Okay.
Do you want to start, Scarlett? Do you want to start? You happy to start?
No. Someone else.
I'll start.
Yeah, go on then.
Should we just go straight for like mood swings?
Mood swings are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They were crazy.
Like 1 minute you can be all happy bubbly and then the next minute you're like, I hate everything and punching things. Then the next minute you can be, oh, I'm so sad and I want to eat ice cream.
No, chocolate's a big one for me.
Chocolate, yeah.
Chocolate is.
I used to eat ice cream a lot more when I was younger, but now it's chocolate all the time. Oreo.
Yeah.
Sometimes like a Kinder ice cream as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. Okay, but like, it's not just me that thinks the pain is unbearable at times.
It is so
Yeah.
unbearable.
It's horrible. Feels like you're dying.
Like,
That's what it feels like to me.
There could be a point in time where I'm just like, I'm not going to do anything, I'm not going to get out of bed.
No.
too
Yeah.
No.
Like I go to college 3 days a week and sometimes when I'm on my week I go like, oh, I really don't want to get up.
Yeah, the overstimulation with it is real.
It's like
Yeah,
I'm trying to keep
it's
the first day of like college or something off because it's just unbearable, especially the first day.
The first
Yeah.
day is the worst, and the last.
Yeah.
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 Like, I don't even think paracetamol or anything could caught the first day.
No. No.
Just knock me out and I might be alright.
Felt that.
Yeah.
Do you think schools like accommodating to periods what's
they-
your experience been like in school?
They do, but not so good. Like, secondary schools, they don't do it as much.
No.
Secondary schools, they think, oh yeah, you just go to like this person's office and that lot, get whatever you need, sanitary towels and that lot. But then sometimes, as a young teenage girl, it can be anxious, especially if it's like a male teacher that has a hold of the sanitary stuff, and you might not want to do it. So it'd be better to just have like a little box in the toilets.
Yeah, that's what my school has now, but it took them like 3 years to get to that point. But now my school has a box in the toilet full of girls' things that the girls might need.
Yeah.
But I feel like that should be a norm. That shouldn't be something that you have to fight for.
It shouldn't be something you
No.
have to discuss.
Yeah,
and
that as well.
Make it your thing.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
another one of those where it's like, if you need to go to the toilet, it's constantly the, why do you need to go again? It's,
I'll
you
take
don't
myself out.
understand.
I'll take myself out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think people should be more understanding and things as well. Because a
Yeah.
lot of people think, oh, why are you so moody all the time? Well, it's because of that. You got to understand it a bit more and that, and the pain
Yeah.
and that, and the
No, it's the one comment that really annoys you when you are on your period. It's like, are you on your period? It's
Yeah,
like,
oh,
you just feel
don't
like
even.
Oh.
power mode.
no.
yeah.
It's crazy. I don't know what to say now.
Do you know, we were talking about this earlier on, and it's quite like a topic. Should we talk about like the toxicity of reality TV shows and what like your opinion? So things like Love Island, for example. Like, what are your opinions on that?
This is not my specialty.
That's okay. That's all right.
Neither.
I think it's really bad because it just shows like people who are watching could be like boys or girls that watch and they think, oh yeah, this is how a woman should be seen on a day-to-day basis, makeup for this, that, showing herself off, like a love triangle basically. That's not what people really need in life.
Yeah, I used to watch them a lot more when I was younger, and I feel like it's messed up my perception of what love is supposed to be like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think it's going to be all dramatic all the time, but it's not.
No.
And then it leaves you feeling disappointed because life isn't like that.
Yeah, that's another thing as well. The women that put themselves out there, some of them, not all, but overconfident. It's like, how do you do that? And you like,
And not get the
try and use
backlash from it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think another thing with stuff like Love Island as well, it's the two-faced part of it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not overlooked enough.
Because you'll have people on there go, oh yeah, your outfit looks good and that lot, and then it's like, to another person, that looks really bad.
Yeah, like
And-
there's no need.
And you,
People
the
should
camera's
be
just
more
picking up and
honest.
everyone could see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like, why say it when you know you're going to get backlash from?
Yeah.
No.
Some people want to be the villain, I feel like. They
Yeah.
create their own little narrative.
Possibly,
But
They
reality,
think being the villain will make them better in life and get more attention.
no. Just makes people hate them more.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
So do we think it's like a toxic thing, like to be, you know, if you were to watch those kind of shows?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like toxic
Femininity.
Yeah, I can't say it.
It's a hard word to say.
Yeah, I'm not great with that word.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think with the toxic femininity, I can't say.
Toxic femininity.
Yeah, that. People don't take into account how bad and how much of an impact it can have on other females and males as well.
Mhm.
Like everyone talks about toxic masculinity, but never the female part,
Yeah.
and it is a big part to look at as well.
Yeah, it does exist
Right.
on both.
Both sides,
Yeah.
it's quite big on the female side, to be fair.
Do we think social media like comes into that?
A
Yeah.
lot.
A
Yeah.
lot, because social media creates this perfect female, and especially for youngers as well. I'm
When they
talking-
watch like women do their makeup and a lot add filters, Photoshop
Yeah.
pictures, it just creates a false sense of security
Yeah.
for younger women.
And things like
Kids, yeah.
Botox and implants and
Mhm.
things like that.
Like, just be your natural you.
Yeah.
Don't
You were
need to
born
change.
this way for a reason.
Take me as I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Take me as I am or don't take me at all, that's what I say.
Fair enough. That's fair. Now, I think one thing with females, if you want to change yourself, that's completely up to you.
Yeah.
But it's also like embrace your natural self as well.
Yeah.
Don't hide it
Like-
behind a false identity
Exactly.
in a
Like,
screen.
learn to love
Yeah.
yourself, and if you
Yeah.
still want to change that, change that, because it will make you
And
happy.
also, like, one important thing is that if you're going to change it, do it for yourself, not for others.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's also the kind of thing with fashion as well.
Because it can bring your
Like,
like
just for you.
self-confidence up a lot more than what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Do you think that kind of social media has that impact on like relationships, whether they're like friendships or like loving relationships?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say it can have a big impact, to be fair, especially with like some things with like influencers that you see on social media, where it's like this perfect relationship. Some couples might use that as an example and try so hard to be like them when it's just an on-screen act.
Yeah, you don't see the full picture.
Like,
Exactly.
They could have a perfect relationship online, but what you could see behind closed doors could be something way
Exactly.
different, like abusive, toxic, somehow
Yeah.
cheating.
And then if you, one couple like outside of
Yeah.
like social media has one argument, they think it's the end of the world because the influencers don't ever have that on camera.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
shows people like young couples that like have a first relationship. It shows them that, oh yeah, they're toxic. I've got to be toxic to my partner.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
they think it's normal.
One thing that also bugs me is family vlogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
shouldn't
can't
put your
understand
children on the
I
screen.
want you to desperately see how my children are raised, not how you want your own children to be raised.
Yeah.
It's like you have
Yeah.
to do what I'm doing.
Yeah, it also
Yeah.
puts pressure on the kids as well.
Because they have to do like an act to show what the family's not really like.
Yeah. And
Too
they,
much
they
pressure.
can't consent as well. They're not
Mm.
old enough to.
Yeah, that's true as well, to
Yeah.
be fair. Because they're young, they get excited. Once they've done one video, they'll want to do it second one because they think it's fun.
Or it's like
It's
as
also-
well when someone gives birth and then they put the baby on TikTok or something straight away.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, you should
Blinding
enjoy the
Light in
moment.
their face as well, like a ring light. It's
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
good.
I know.
Like,
a few
you've just
people
given
that have
birth.
done that.
You need to enjoy the moment a bit.
enjoy it. You don't
Yeah.
need everyone else to see it for
Yeah.
Well,
No.
One of the most important bonding stages. One of the most important stages for a baby is bonding.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like skin to
especially
skin
when it first
contact.
comes
Yeah.
out. Yeah, I get that. 100%. Don't know what else to talk about at this point.
So, what else we've got on here is like opportunities, like for women as well. So, do you think that the opportunities for like women in work is increasing? Like, do you think there's more opportunities for women?
I think it's increasing, but there isn't enough talk about it as much as there should be, in my opinion.
In what way?
I think that, yes, there are a lot more opportunities than there used to be, but it's not as big of a focus now as it was when it first started happening. So it's actually becoming a bit more convoluted and harder to find
Yeah.
specifically for women work.
Yeah, that is
Because
quite
like you
true.
used to see it like 10 years ago or something where, oh, you're a woman, you can't work in a
Mm.
mechanic store or something. And now it's like, you can work there, but have you got the experience for it?
Yeah. I feel like it's also a positive because we're being treated more equally. Because we're being given the same chances as men in
Yeah.
a way.
Yeah, 100%.
But then men decide to take it as a challenge. So, oh, you're working in the same spot. Let's see if I can make it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And, like,
something
challenge you.
toxic.
Yeah, that's quite true. That's another thing though with some women, not all of course,
Yeah.
but with
They
some women,
like to take up on the challenge.
yeah, they
Yeah.
like to take on the challenge, or
Yeah.
it's a fact of, well, I got into this job, so clearly I'm better.
I'm better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it creates toxic workplace behavior.
exactly.
Yeah.
I think what makes it worse in some workplaces is when it's actually supposed to, like, of course, all jobs are now meant for
Yeah.
both genders, but if it was back in the day when females weren't supposed to have the male jobs,
Yeah, they'd just get shoved like to a laundry workplace
yeah,
or something.
and like if the
Yeah.
woman was to get that job, that caused like it would cause quite a lot
Yeah.
of stuff within the workplace as well.
And it'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, if you have a kid or something, you'll have to take a long time off and you might not be able to come back.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about society nowadays. It's if you have a child, you have a
can
certain
choose to
amount.
come. You can have your maternity leave and then choose to come back if you want to. But if you don't want to, then you can just leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. It has gotten better, but there's still much room for improvement. That's my take on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with
How
that.
do you think we could look to improve like workplaces?
I think making I'm not sure, to be honest. It's hard to put like a specific point on it.
Mm.
It's more like a general kind of more accepting and not as intimidating sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or even if it was like a work, like kind of experiencing, see how it'd be like to work in that job, to see if
Yeah.
it was for you. And if it
Yeah.
weren't, then it weren't for you.
So-
Instead of just being, oh yeah, you're a female, you can't do this, you might not be able to do that.
Yeah, so a bit of like voluntary work in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just to see how the experience is. If it's not for you, then don't do it.
Yeah.
I feel like
should
also
be.
some people should stop saying that women can't do certain tasks just because of their biology. Because I've
Yeah.
heard that a lot recently,
Mm.
said to me because I'm looking for work and things, and I keep thinking, why do you still think like that? So I think that should stop.
Yeah, I think that's another thing as well with us women. I don't think it's just women as well, it can also be men, but mainly on the women part where if we are looking for a job, it's, oh, we need the experience. And
Yeah.
then we can't get that experience because we're not being given it at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm trying to think what else we can go into. Okay, so we've got friend zones on here.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we spoke about this topic last week.
Go on, what were you talking about?
We were talking about how it's all right to have male friends if you're a girl and girlfriends if you're a boy, but like some people can perceive that friendship as like, oh, they're really like affectionate with each other. They're gotta be a couple when that's not the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are too close-minded about it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I've obviously got like male friends and that lot. I had one of them help me to the bus station when I had an injury, held my bag and everything, like walked slow as well so I could get there, and he was like, oh, this is me being a friend. I was like, yeah, that's calm.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to put on a facade and show me that you're this sweet guy, be who you are.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you're my friend, I'm not going to see you as anything else.
No,
Yeah,
that's another
exactly.
thing. That like male and female like friendships, whether it's the male or the female, it's way too overlooked sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Like-
just a simple friendship. Get over yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also the fact of, especially not in all relationships,
Yeah.
but
Some of them you don't have full trust in.
yeah,
Like when you
Yeah.
have a different gender friend.
yeah, and it's the fact of the jealousy there as well
Yeah.
Yeah.
that isn't healthy at all.
Sometimes I feel like people can expect things from a different gender relationship that might not be expected in a same gender relationship as well.
Yeah, I think I understand that, to be fair. Especially when it's like, for an example, two females or two male friendships, they won't think the same as if they would
Yeah.
if it was an opposite gender friendship.
Yeah.
So it's quite a tricky one to talk about, to be fair. There's
Yeah.
not really much you could say.
To be honest, when you like get to know a guy and you become friends with them, you feel like you can bond better with them than you can with girls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
kind
different
of hear that.
experiences and that,
Yeah.
and it joins together.
Because it's like, at
Yeah.
least then you know they're not going to be so two-faced behind your back as what a female would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, not this sounding weird, but
Not,
like,
it sounded like sexist against a female, but like
Yeah.
genuine point.
no, I think another thing that most people probably take weirdly, with certain females, they might find it easier to make friends with males only
Yeah.
because it,
They could have grown up in like an all-male household.
yeah.
Like-
And also the fact of, it could be the case of, you're out with female friends, all the females are going to be scared on a night out.
Yeah.
If there's
Yeah.
at least one male there,
You'll
they
feel
feel
safe and
yeah.
secure. Like, even if
Yeah.
you're getting walked home by a guy, you'll feel absolutely safe.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that.
But one thing also is that before, like in the past, in my past relationships, sometimes the guys have started out as friends and gotten to know me better, and I started to trust them, and then they were actually looking for a relationship in the end, and that's disappointing as well.
Yeah, that's one thing about male friendships that are a bit
Yeah.
dodgy
Yeah.
at times.
Yeah.
That's why
It's a bit-
I'll get to know them, and if I'm like, you're not really trustworthy of me, I'm gonna just slip away.
Yeah. That's another tricky thing with male friends as well. Like, sometimes, depending on the guy, they have a high ego and could stir quite a lot if that friendship stops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a bit odd.
Yeah.
Like, it's quite a hard topic to say a lot about.
Yeah.
Do you find that lads that like you're mates with, if they've got sisters, that you find that relationships are easier because they have like
Yeah.
women in their life, or like
Yeah.
if they're closer to their mum or to like
Yeah.
their grandma? Or...
100%, because it feels more of like, it's not a friendship anymore, it's more of like a sibling kind of relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because every
Connects
time
a
you'll
lot
grow that
easier.
bond over
Yeah.
that period of
Yeah,
time.
exactly. And like, I have a few male friends that are friends with my partner,
Yeah.
and they get along a lot better because we have that sibling bond. It's really
Yeah.
good.
It's like when you can play fight with them as well, and you know they won't take it too far.
Yeah.
I don't really play fight, but it's
I've
like
never really
the
done it,
jokingly
Yeah,
side.
the only time I've done it is when I punched them. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. With me, it's just yellow car.
Yellow car is like
Oh,
Yellow
yeah.
getting a
car,
punch, or
all
like
the Mini
Cooper.
Coopers. Yeah.
Like, if you do a Mini Cooper or a yellow punch, like, yellow car, you're getting a punch. No matter how hard or
I think that's
light it will
another
be.
thing as well with some of the male friends that I have. It's like we proper jab them, and they
Yeah.
just
Yeah, they know
Very
how to
lightly.
be gentle.
yeah. I think that's
Yeah.
quite
Yeah.
sweet in a way.
Until it's like when I punch you, you're getting a punch.
Yeah.
I don't care how nice you were when you punched me. I will punch you hard. Like I can't help it. I have that heavy hand
Yeah, that's fair enough.
because like I just.
That's
like,
another. Oh, sorry. That's another thing with like being a girl in like a few guys
Yeah.
in a friendship group. It's always the guys that are like play fighting, the girls just about what on earth is going on. It's not like we don't fully understand it,
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
when you
but
used to
we
be-
still try and
when you used to be at school as well, you used to have like a friend group with like part guys, part girls, and they used to guys just play fight on the grass. You're like, get up.
yeah,
Get
it's
up.
like we don't understand it, but obviously they do.
They do, so we're
But
just
then we
gonna
also, as females,
appreciate it.
have our part as well that they don't understand.
Like,
Yeah.
they'll be like, where's we
So-
go? We're just chilling at the toilet in the mirror.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like we'll appreciate what you do if you appreciate what we do.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the
what
only way
friendship's
we
all
equal.
about.
That's the only way we equal.
Yeah.
So, bit of a different one, but wanted to look at like the financial responsibility that you think like women have in today's society.
I know this is like a really weird one. I know I'm probably like overthinking or overlooking it a bit, but with certain things like with like I don't know, secondary schools or even colleges, like if certain colleges don't hold things like free tampons, sanitary products, or even like safe sex products, you're having to bring your own from home, which costs more money in the long run. Whereas if they were to give it away at the college or the school, it's spending less money on it than you'd have to
Yeah.
because it's being provided at the workplace or school and stuff like that.
And then you know
Yeah.
if like you ever have an accident or something, you don't have to go. Oh, I need to go home. You can just. Oh, this is this. I've got that.
Yeah, and you can just
Boom.
clean it all up.
Yeah.
It's all sorted.
I feel like in general, women have a lot more financial burdens than men because, especially around periods, because there's the products, and then also for me and probably a lot of other people, when I'm on my period, I'm very hungry all the time, so I
Yeah.
spend a lot more money
Shove
on
that food
food.
down, yeah.
Yeah. And that can also add to the massive bills. And also like when, well, like a lot of women are expected to have children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's quite a financial burden, obviously. If you've got a man, then it's a bit easier because often you can kind of split it. But if
Yeah.
you're a single mum,
It's hard.
it's
a
hard.
lot harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Also,
a lot of things.
yeah. That also fits in like the double standards, kind of.
Yeah.
It's
Because
like
like
with
if you're a single
parenting.
dad as well, it don't have to just be a single mum. It could be a single dad
Oh, yeah, as well,
Exactly,
yeah.
struggling to financially support the baby that they may have not wanted but had no choice to keep.
Yeah, and it's the same with females as
Yeah,
well.
like if they ever like got raped or something, they'd have to keep the baby to give it up for adoption, or just keep
Yeah,
it.
and it's a lot harder for the female in that
Yeah,
aspect. Yeah,
because like pregnant and you have to give it up for adoption after you get attached to the baby while it's in you,
and
then
it's a
you'll have
lot
to give it
harder
up.
to
Yeah,
give it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's completely understandable, to be fair.
And then
Okay.
also like for hospital appointments and things while you're pregnant and things, getting there
sometimes
and
you
back.
yeah, because sometimes you can't have the males in at some point. If like an ultrasound technician sees something wrong, they'll like sometimes go, "Oh, the male needs to go out. You can't come in until
Yeah,
after."
Yeah.
which is understandable, but it's also
It-
if they're the parent, they
It
should
gets
be able
like
to
it
stay.
can get the male on edge as well, thinking, "Oh, what's wrong with my child? What's
Yeah.
wrong with my wife or girlfriend?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's another thing with financial responsibilities for females as well.
Mm.
I think it's more, I don't know how to explain it. It's having to provide more than what males would have to. Like if they're having a daughter, it's sanitary products, extra shampoo, extra
Yeah.
conditioner. It's not
Perfumes.
exactly. Whereas men have it a little bit easier when it comes to like
Yeah.
showering and stuff because they get the 3-in-1.
The
It's
3
just
in
Yeah.
one tub. I have a son. Done.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
then-
lot harder.
The only thing as well, until like the sons get to a certain age, it's buying like the protective condoms and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just harder.
Like, I'd rather, like, in my own thing, I'd rather be, like, I'd buy the stuff for my child instead of them going behind my back, buying them and going, oh yeah, this happened, I'm now facing these consequences.
Yeah, no. I think that's another thing to look at as well with like fines. I think it should be more of a regular thing, like being able to get like free condoms, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's a natural thing, you're going to need them enough.
Yeah.
You shouldn't
Yeah.
really pay for it now.
Yeah. Like I know this is like a really weird one. I don't know if this is a thing now, but you know how like if a woman was to have a child and it's like, oh, you have to book the appointment, fair
Yeah.
enough. And it's all of a sudden you have to pay for the appointment, but your child's really, really ill. So it's kind of like extra harder.
Yeah, because you think, I don't really have the amount of money to pay for the appointment, but I need to for my child to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like putting your financial struggles below getting your child better.
Yeah.
So it's like child priority over everything as soon as you have a child.
Yeah.
That's the only struggle I
Yeah.
find with finance.
Yeah.
Some females, they mainly, I've noticed, like especially with myself,
Yeah,
I subconsciously do it. I look at jobs that are mainly rolled to females,
yeah,
but because they're always taken by females, it's harder.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
it's like sometimes when you're looking for a job that's suited for a female, you see a male working there, it's like, well,
Like we judge it, but then we don't like it if they judge us.
Yeah.
It's like
There's a lot of double standards.
a lot,
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be there.
Shall we finish on something positive and speak about like female empowerment and like what that looks like for you, or like each of you like pick something that you would like to see like happening like in society where we can like empower each other as females.
Okay. I think to start off, it's just honest women. Like just women that are honest, kind-hearted, and just say like
Yeah.
basically just be open-minded and always think of the bigger picture instead of just think right there in the moment.
Yeah.
Like just think of the bigger picture. It's no harm done.
Like, if you've got an opinion on what you're thinking, say it. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need to go, oh yeah, I'm thinking this in my head, I'm going to say something totally different.
No, like women should be
speak your
able to
mind.
speak out.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people are too scared to say the truth because they feel like they're going to either get hurt or lose friends or whatever. I think it should be the norm to just say the truth, and there shouldn't be like, unless it's a really mean thing or like something terrible, you shouldn't really have as many consequences for saying the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think some things that are thought of, especially if, like worst case scenario, which hopefully not, like racial comments should not even
Yeah,
be
certain
thought
things shouldn't. Yeah,
of. No, it
but
shouldn't
like
even
in
slip into
general
mind.
terms, it should be more honest about
Yeah.
things.
100%. I think another thing for empowerment that I'd like to see, which I know this is like a bit of a weird one,
Yeah.
but I think if women were to post more about them without
Like
makeup
filters.
and filters and
Just
Just-
show the real you and show like
Yeah.
the progress you're going on to find the confidence that you have in a
Yeah.
daily life.
Normalise self-love, normalise when
Yeah.
you go in gym. It's just,
You can normalise like self-hate as well, like on the days you're doing progress, going to the gym and stuff. Like there will be days where you'll feel hate, and it's alright to feel them. Like, speak that up.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it should just be normalised with showing that you love yourself, because then it inspires
Yeah.
other people to do it as well. It's just something, it's quite easily done.
Yeah.
And going forward, what do you think are some topics that would be good for next week's podcast? Any thoughts?
As of right now, I can't think of any.
Or do you think this is a topic that could be discussed again, like in different themes? Are there any themes that we haven't spoke about today that you thought would be useful?
Possibly, but I can't think of on the top of my head right now.
Okay.
It's hard when you're put on the spot.
Yeah, it is quite, to be fair.
Cool. So we'll wrap this up here. Thank you all for coming. It's been great. It's been good to hear your opinions, and we can look to see what topics we can do in the future. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.